What is going on, everybody? This is just probably going to be a really quick video. Just me talking about how we need to play Moussa Diabate. This is just me straight up showing love to Moussa Diabate. And I'm just going to say the same thing what I've been saying for the past videos. I'm just going to, every time a Moussa Diabate has games like this, just straight up exploding, if he just explodes like this, I'm just gonna try to remind every single one of you, why isn't TY LUE playing this amazing individual? Why? TY LUE, he's been running the most questionable lineups lately. He's been running Norman Powell, Reggie Jackson, and John Watt the same lineup. Out of all the crazy lineups, why aren't you including this man right here and BJ Boston? But especially this man over here. Why aren't you even playing him? It's not like this guy has a legit weakness. He's not turnover prone. He also catches the ball pretty well. Like our bigs, even Zubac, he has the butterfinger. Shout out to Zubac though. He is him. But I don't know why this guy's not playing minutes. I really don't understand. Why does TY LUE have to only use Zubac as the center, and then when we rest Zubac, why do we have to immediately just use small forwards as our starting center? I still stand by this statement. We don't need to make a trade. It is all on TY LUE to make the team the best as possible, and we have been winning games. I'll give TY LUE that. And I like the way how TY LUE, he would get the best out of the offense to a certain extent, and during the playoffs, it would matter. But at the same time, he digs himself a hole to that would make him in a rough situation. Thankfully, he digs himself out of it, but he still digs us in a hole a lot of times. And Moussa Diabate, I don't know why he's not playing minutes. Let's go over his strength. Obviously, he can score the ball when you give him the opportunity. 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 10 for 14. He is an efficient player. And I don't want to hear people saying that, oh, it's the G League, oh, it's this. It just works in so many different types of ways. Like, even you got Serge Ibaka, he played the G League. He played like garbage. But all of a sudden, when we played him in actual NBA games, he actually did pretty decently well. So pretty much G League argument could work in so many different ways. It could be like, maybe, yeah, to a certain extent, it's easier, but in terms of if you're like a rhythm type of player, it doesn't matter too much. The perfect example, when Moussa Diabate plays against actual NBA teams, for example, the Portland Trail Blazers, this man managed to get a good amount of rebounds. He would get I would say 8 rebounds during the preseason in one of the games. So it's not like, oh, he's going to be a complete non-factor if you play him minutes. No, he's a major energizer, and I feel like TY LUE is even more BS with the young guys, in my personal opinion, compared to last year. At least last year, Isaiah Hartenstein, he was basically the Moussa Diabate before Moussa Diabate. He showed the flash, but he actually got the minutes. Moussa Diabate, honestly, it's an unpopular hot take, but I feel Moussa Diabate has as much of a fire as Isaiah Hartenstein does, and yes, he has less offense than Hartenstein in terms of, I guess, like shooting threes and maybe playmaking. However, I've seen some clips. I forgot to put some clips in this video. I just gotta spit some facts. But if you actually look at his highlights, you can tell his playmaking is kind of there too, but not obviously like Hartenstein's level. But in my opinion, what Musa has edge over Hartenstein is his defense. Hartenstein is good in terms of switchability, but he's not the type who would be able to guard a guy like, oh, let's just say Jalen Brunson. If you switch Musa Diabate on Jalen Brunson, it'll be locks. And that's even more of a flabbergasting reason on why Tyronn Lue is not playing this guy. I still cannot find a reason why. And like I said, Clippers don't need to even do anything in terms of big men. It's just Tyronn Lue is just too flippin' stubborn to actually realize he's the guy that should be playing when Zubac is off the floor. Can you imagine the rebounds he would get? Can you imagine how good of a defense he would play? And tomorrow would have been a perfect game for Musa Diabate because it's against the Dallas Mavericks. And imagine if you play Zubac and Musa Diabate at the power forward. So let's just say, so it would be pretty much Zubac would just have to stay inside the perimeter and just do the verticality for his defense. Doesn't even have to go out that much. And while Musa Diabate, he harasses everyone in the outside. Like, let's just say Luka. He'd be the perfect guy to harass Luka Doncic. And on an offensive end, yeah, he might not be, his shooting may be raw, but his post game is legit. As you can see, 10 for 14. And he's been doing for the past 2 games. And it's also, I believe it was against Jay Huff as well too. So again, a really big dude. So it's not like he's doing it against, I don't know, like he's not doing it against high schoolers or recreational teams or anything. No, he's doing it against an actual legit big. Or is this against the Lakers? I don't know. But again, I believe he also dropped like 20 points. Like when he played against the Lakers and it was against J Hub. So like maybe he didn't drop 28 on J Hub, but he dropped 20 on J Hub, and he also got like 14 rebounds. So that's just something to wake Tyronn Lue up. And BJ Boston, he dropped 37 points in a really efficient night. But then the next game he's trying efficient, but BJ and Musa, you got to play both of them. At least Musa and BJ for now, since the Clippers have a lot of shooting guard. Now all right, this it kind of felt unorganized, so let me be straight up. So what I would do if I was in Tyronn Lue's situation, right? Instead of going the ridiculous small ball, instead of playing Batum a little bit too much minutes, I would kind of start to use Batum as an Iguodala role, maybe occasionally get him in there. And obviously, I would not do the ridiculous 3-point guard lineup. I would definitely get Musa Diabate in when Zubac is off the floor. That is a no-brainer. And for BJ Boston, I would definitely try to get him at least like some light runs, at least some 5-minute runs in the second quarter. Just kind of like let him feel loose, let him be the spark plug, but then kind of just stick with the rest of the guys. And then every fourth game, or known as every time we play a tanking team, I would incorporate Brandon Boston to play at least 20 minutes and sub out the main rotational guys like Norman Powell and probably Terrence Mann and everybody else, and just play Brandon Boston along with, I don't know, Amir Coffey or Luke Kennard, or maybe Terrence Mann, and maybe sub out a guy like Reggie Jackson and have Terrence Mann do the thing. So, but nevertheless, it's pretty disheartening that he's not playing. Moussa Diabate is not playing minutes. Look at Bobo. Look at Charles Bassey. Look at all the other guys who played in that because they actually got minutes. They balled out. They balled out. And I could 100% guarantee you if you play this guy 30 minutes, I'm pretty confident he would get 16 points, 15 rebounds, and he would at least get at minimum 3 blocks. There's just no way that we would have much to lose. But anyways, just let me know what you think about this man Moussa Diabate. It's just ridiculous at this point that TY LUE is not using this man. But feel free to comment down below. I'm definitely going to get with y'all in the comment sections. And as y'all know, have a great night. Peace.